I think they can win the comp.
What are you about to do? If
Reece.
they keep playing that same style of footy,
Well,
because
that's them.
they're quite careless at different times.
That's them.
Okay. Hello and welcome to Immortal Behaviour for round 27. We've made it to the last round of footy. Joey, how good?
How good?
Oh, I'm frothing. You look like you're frothing. Your hair's still wet from the wave pool.
Yeah. Urban surf. If you want to get your good Father's Day, get that. Fun. And it's warmed up.
Has the pool warmed up?
It's 16 degrees, but
Good
it's
news.
not 11.
Good news.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a couple of vouchers for my husband, so box ticked. We love that.
Good present.
Great present.
Better than socks and undies.
I'll tell you what else is a good present. Getting some extra footy in your week. So this week coming, we've got live shows for both 100% footy, which is on a Monday night. You can come and join us. Or you can join Joey, Freddie and Danica on Wednesday night. So if you want to be a part of the audience, make sure that you send an email to nrlaudience@9.com.au. What do you want to offer the fans for Wednesday night?
Well, the show's pretty loose, but the ad breaks are looser. You get to hear the ad breaks when we really start telling stories. Some of the
Very
stories
good
we
point.
can't tell on TV for obvious reasons.
Very good point. Very good
Handcuffs.
point. No phones. Leave them at the front door.
No phones.
All right, well, make sure you do come and join us because it'll be an absolute hoot. But on to the footy.
Yep.
Now, we're just coming into finals. This is still a fair bit to play out, to be honest. But I want to ask you about the teams that will be playing, or we think will be playing, finals footy, particularly that 8th spot, judged off what you said last week, and what you think that their keys are to victory. So when they turn up, come finals, what's the one thing that the team needs to do to make sure that they can win? So we go through them?
Well, the Raiders, we've
Yep.
got Raiders. Pretty much nothing changes. The only thing I can see that can hamper them is injuries. Similar to Melbourne, injuries can only stop them, which there's question marks around Jerome Hughes, how he's with his shoulder. We'll see tonight against Brisbane how he is.
So, just very quickly before you keep going, so let's say, for instance, the Raiders play the Melbourne Storm in the grand final and they're both fully fit, ready to go. What do they need to do to win? Who's winning that one?
Oh, well, I'd be tipping Melbourne if
Okay.
fully fit. But they just play their natural style. Nothing changes.
Okay.
They got their own style, the Raiders, play that. Nothing changed. And the Storm, well, their style of play has been successful for 25 years, so nothing changes there.
Right.
The other one for the Storm is Nelson.
Yeah.
I think he's a bit of the joker in the pack, the wild card. The last week he looked a bit underdone. He gave away 2 silly penalties, so he's got to get that out of his game. So he's one. For the Bulldogs, who's going to own the game in the spine? Is it going to be Galvin? Is it going to be Burton? Is it going to be controversies? Is it going to be either Reed Marnie or Bailey Haywood? But someone needs to own the game. On Freddie and the 8th, we spoke about X Factor, and Freddie said Satili Tupanua, but you need X Factor in your spine. So for the Dogs, it's who's going to stand up?
Who would you want it to be?
Galvin.
Okay.
Yeah. The Broncos, Adam Reynolds and Ezra Mann. Now, if they're back and they're nearly 100%, geez, they're going to be a dangerous team. Tonight's important. If they beat the Storm, I think they can win the comp.
What are you about to do? If
Reece.
they keep playing that same style of footy,
Well,
because
that's them.
they're quite careless at different times.
That's them.
Okay.
And it's Reece.
Yeah.
Reece is like Sammy Walker. You can't have it both ways. Sammy Walker's cavalier. He just backs himself, and so is Reece. Reece is going to make errors, but you know what? He's going to win your games. He might lose your games, but he's going to win you more. Look at Billy Slater. The first 3, 4, 5 years of Billy's career, he used to make some boo-boos. You learn from your mistakes. Reece, just keep playing, mate. Don't listen to the outside noise. They don't know. So if it sticks for them, they can win the comp. They're dangerous.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
The next one,
Sharks?
the Sharks. Well, the Sharks need Dame up and win a big game. This weekend they got the Dogs. Big crowd, a lot of pressure leading into the semis. The Sharks need to make a statement. They need to win and win well because, once again, can they win 2 or 3, 4 games on the trot, which is doubtful. The Warriors, similar. Look, the injuries to Luke Metcalf and Mitch Barnett's really hampered them. I think they need to make a statement similar to the Sharks against Manly this weekend, and I think really concentrate on their power game. But for me, they're very doubtful.
Penrith, you've had some concerns about them being outside the top 4.
Well, any team can do it from outside the 4. It's going to be Penrith. I still don't think they can. I think the key to them is injuries and freshen them up during the week, which Ivan will do. He's very smart with them. But if anyone can, it's the Panthers. But I still don't think they can win it from outside the 4.
Because they have those tough do-or-die 4 games leading in. Because they rested their whole team last week.
I know they rested them last week.
Yep,
and look,
still not enough.
They'll win well against St George Illawarra this week.
Yep.
But I just think how much footy they've played. Yo, Nathan, Dylan Edwards.
He's probably
Liam
the
Martin,
one that looks like he's
I'm going to mention there's probably a couple of them missing, but they've played a lot of footy. I just think it's bridged too far outside the 4.
Okay.
But like usual, I'll probably be wrong. And for the injuries, for the Roosters, I don't really know. Once again, I think they can take a big scalp in the semis.
Yeah.
But I don't think they can win it. I'm doubtful. Once again, they're outside the top 4. I think it's too difficult. At the moment, if I had to rate them, I'd go Storm 1, which we'll do later, and Raiders, and the Broncos. For me, there is only 3 teams who can win it.
Right. What if the Broncos don't make the top 4?
No.
You still think they're a team that can?
No.
Or you're crossing them off then? Then you've only got 2 teams.
Only 2 teams then.
Okay.
Who are real standouts.
Okay.
Yep. Dogs, I think there's a premiership in the next couple of years.
Yep.
The X Factor. Who's the X Factor's players? The Warriors, no. The Sharks need to show us something. The Panthers are the other ones. They're the ones. But once again, outside the top 4.
So not the Roosters, even off the back of putting 40 in the second half against Melbourne last week.
What happened the week before?
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying on their best day.
Para put 20 on them.
Yeah.
Well, you got to do it in your best day and you got to do it 4 weeks in a row. I just don't think they can do it.
Okay.
I think they'll have a big win this weekend, tomorrow night.
Yep.
I think they'll put a score on against South. But, yeah, I think they might get one big scalp in the semi-finals, but I don't think they can win it outside the 4. Once again, Raiders, Storm, Penrith just behind them, and then Broncos in there too.
All right. Let's chat about the Broncos a little bit more. It's been a pretty tough week for the Bronx, hasn't it? Reece Walsh with his toilet debacle. Shibasaki turned up to training slightly under the weather. Wouldn't know what that felt like. But there are penalties, not just at this time of the year, but some clubs... they've had a no drinking ban as well. So
you can look at it both ways,
to respect.
Right? You can look at it both ways.
Okay.
I'll look at it from the other side.
Right.
I could see some positives where the rest of the team is like, you know what? If you're going to have a few beers and you're going to break and you come to training a bit hung, doesn't matter who you are, you're going to get dropped. So it puts them all on notice.
Yeah.
Magic's got the big stick up there, so it puts them all on notice. The Reece one, for me personally, I couldn't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
You know, it's stupid, but couldn't care less. Reece, just put your phone away, mate. There's no need to do it. Just think a little bit before you do it. But for me personally, I couldn't give a rat's ass. But the Shibasaki one, look, they're on a ban or whatever, so he's let himself down, let the team down. But if anything, I think they can use it as a positive, or it's a warning shot for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
Pull your head in. You got a month to go. Month and a bit.
Yeah. Well, you'd want to have a month and a bit, wouldn't you?
Keep your head on, and this is something that changes your life. You get to win a comp. They haven't won a comp 2006. Yeah, they haven't won a comp for 2006 their last time. They won one. Yeah. Big club like that. They should have won more than that. So I think could be a positive.
Expectations set.
Hope Reece cleaned his teeth after that.
Mate, at 23 years of age, I mean, he's a father.
Yeah.
Do we expect more? Like, should we expect more from him?
Once again, it's his personality. He's a risk taker. That's him. You know, and the stupid shit. Look,
he's not doing himself any favours.
Me personally, I couldn't care less. Like people talk about painting his fingernails and that. Once again,
go for it.
It can put extra pressure on him, but me personally, I couldn't care less.
Okay.
Get out there and aim up. Get out there and take risks. Other than last week, it was one of the great performances of the round from him. And it's how he plays. It's his personality. He's a risk taker and an extrovert. But just put your phone away. You don't need to do it.
It's not that hard.
Don't clean your teeth with a turd on it or something. Ew.
It's actually pretty filthy.
Freddie said he'd still kiss him after dinner.
I mean, I'm sure there'd be plenty of people that would.
Yeah, I'm sure there would be.
What about for the Broncos? between the two of them, does this sort of derail, do you think, their top 4 hopes?
No.
You said you think it's an advantage?
Yeah, I think it can work as an advantage. It can galvanise them.
It's probably the only way they can handle it from here moving forward too, isn't it?
We'll see tonight against the Storm. It's going to be some game.
I mean, what do you think we're going to see from Reece Walsh tonight?
Same.
After that week?
Same. You don't know.
He just, yeah.
Could be a 9 out of 10. It could be a 5 out of 10. That's the way he plays. I love last week he threw an intercept to Semi Valame. Next time we got the ball, he threw the pass again.
Crazy.
Look, if they're going to win a comp, it's on the back of him.
True.
Payne will do his stuff in the middle. Carrigan will do his stuff in the middle. The tough guys. But if they're going to win, it's Reece. It's all on him.
Genuine X factor.
Just play.
Genuine.
He's going to make errors. Doesn't care. Doesn't dwell on them.
Keeps the crowds too. That's why the Raiders are so exciting. What about Madge? During the year, look, there are a few conversations being tossed around that not everyone was buying into what he was doing. Very different coach to what Kevy was, obviously. But it looks as though, even off the back of some of their performances, their footy, that something's changed. Do you feel like that might be the case?
I know when I was playing this time of year, coming out of Origin, those few weeks after Origin were absolute torture.
Yeah.
And then with 2 weeks to go from the semis, it starts to warm up. You can see the end coming, you can see the big games. It started to get easier. So during that mid-year, they hit a bit of a slump around Origin. Look, he's a bit of a tyrant, we know Madge. But I think they can all see the end coming. Whether he's freshened them up or not, I don't know. But they look like a different team.
Yeah.
If Reynolds and Ezra come back, look out. They're saying Selwyn's even running. I thought Selwyn was snapped his hamstring in half.
He was running. I saw a video of him running.
Ezra's the one. Ezra and Reynolds, but more so Ezra. If they get Ezra back, look out.
It's crazy what they can do.
Well, we saw in that grand final.
Yeah, it's
that grand final. Did Ezra get 3?
Yeah.
How they lost that grand
Seriously.
final? Well, Nathan won it for them. But yeah, they were on fire that night. I remember calling it with 20 to go, and I think it was myself and Cameron, and we started talking about dynasties, and obviously they're going to put 40 or 50 on them here, and then
it all got turned on its head.
Nathan Cleary turned it around. X factor.
That was brilliant.
Best 20 minutes in a big game I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. I dare say we'll get some of those moments in these final series too, because there's the excitement factor, there's the teams that are desperate to do it.
Well, Penrith this weekend, watch Nathan go against St George Illawarra. They'll make a big statement this week.
Turning
really
the screws.
Oh yeah. They mightn't put a huge score on, but they'll amp the pressure up.
Yeah.
Probably might be a big score. Excuse me.
Highly likely. What about tonight's game? It's tricky because, I wouldn't want to be any team taking on Melbourne off the back of last week. Not only do they have Jerome Hughes back, but they just got absolutely belted by the Sydney Roosters. But the Broncos, they need to win this one. It's going to be huge. And they're a bogey side because
take out a world-class halfback of any team, and take out a world-class hooker. Well, Harry at the moment's the best 3 players in the world. Take that out of any team, they're going to struggle. But that was very unlike Melbourne. There'll be nothing in this game tonight. And I'm off and sit home and watch it. Lock the kids out and the cat.
Get rid of the cat. Why do you have a cat?
I haven't got a cat. My daughter's got a cat.
Ooh.
Kids gone, cat gone. Sit there and watch the footy. But it's
going to be a belter.
Going to be some game.
Tricky having a bogey team when you're taking on the Melbourne Storm and you really desperately need a win to make the top 4.
I think Craig Bellamy's Madge's bogey too. I think out of 15 games, Madge has beat him once.
Ooh.
If I dreamt that,
that's crazy.
Something sounds close enough.
Did you ever have a bogey team when you were playing?
I'm just trying to think. No, I can't think. The Roosters and the Knights in the early 2000s used to have a ding-dong go at it. No, I don't think there was.
No head noise taking on any of the sides?
No.
What about a player? Was there someone that just used to really belt you or something?
Or Gordon. Gordon used to say all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but did you love that?
I could care less, because I'd say all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I can only imagine the retaliation.
You see him now, he laughs about it. He said the things he used to say to me, I was like, what was I poking the bear for? And he said, we used to just all laugh. And then I'd come out of the line, he'd just go, dump, knocked out. Little concussion. Gordon was a handful. Brian Fletcher used to be a real handful. He had really good late footwork. Freddie, when he was on, Gordon was the one, but Gordon was
bit crazy.
like a wild animal. Yeah, wild animal. Because in the gym, he wasn't that strong. But then have a wrestle with him, no one could beat him. And then on the field, why would I say
It's always
Gordon?
so. Yeah, that's not your finest.
Idiot.
And time again as well.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, things he used to say to me, he wouldn't get weeks, he'd get the electric chair these days. Same words to me. Who cares?
What do you reckon Melbourne's week would have been like off the back of that Roosters loss?
I reckon he's mellowed a bit, Craig Bellamy. I reckon 25 years ago it'd be different.
Yeah.
But I think he's a realist too. Look, they've been...
Cam Munster and Jerome Hughes said he ripped in. They
Oh,
were
did he?
on 100% footy and said he had a little bit of a crack.
Well, he's ripped in.
So would they have had to wear the mouth guards for training?
I'd say so, yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that though.
That wrestling stuff. I'm glad I missed all that.
Rubbish.
Yuck. Ringworm. They get ringworm going through the club. Boils and all that sort
It's
of stuff.
disgusting.
Imagine laying there wrestling in the... Oh.
Like I love footy, but no thank you. That's
Wrestling
gross.
in a wrestling room with sweaty boils. Ugh, yuck. Anyway,
I'm glad that came up.
Thank God I missed that.
Fabulous. One of your favourites, Cody Walker.
The
favourite. Is he
Well,
number one? I
he
mean,
has
you've got
been
love
for
hard
years.
eyes for a few of them.
Izzy Katoa.
Katoa's come into play.
I've apologised to Cody for that.
Have you? He's
But
re-signed,
he is a genius.
isn't he?
Just a genius. I love watching the way he plays. He's just got it there and he's watching and waiting. Genius.
2026 season, he'll be playing for South Sydney. He's re-signed for the year. So
Just one more year?
yeah, so far I think
Yeah.
so. Yep.
Well, that's smart. And then, you know what? Real good on Cody.
Yep.
Not trying to get a 3-year. He probably understands he's got a history of soft tissues. And look, he's a realist. What's
Yep.
Cody, 35?
He is 35. He's
'Cause-
played 222 NRL games.
Because he didn't debut till 26
Exactly.
or something.
So you're worried about his age? Because obviously the conversation around particularly halves, playing better footy as time goes on, recovery's a lot better. It's very different to you being 35 and playing footy. Like the game's changed, recovery's changed. Do you
Yeah.
think that's a worry at all?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a worry because he's had calves and hamstrings this year. And Cody's not the fastest. So
Sometimes he doesn't have to be to his credit,
he
but
doesn't
no,
have
he's
to
not.
be.
Yeah.
He's fast up there, fast here. Look, I think it's a great decision.
Yeah.
And well done to both parties.
Yeah.
Very mature decision to only have 1 year. So very selfless in that way by Cody. And we get to watch him for another year.
How good.
Which is exciting.
The exciting thing for Souths as well is that they'll have so many players coming back. Like they've done a really good job, particularly in some big games this year with so many of their key players out. A
Yep.
full strength South Sydney side next year is, I think, very dangerous.
Well, Jack Whiten's hardly played, half the games maybe.
Cam Murray, Keon Kolamatungi's back this
These were
week.
Cam Murray's going to play one, which I can't believe he's
That's
playing.
wild, isn't it?
Latrell's only played half the game.
They've unearthed Jai Gray, so they can
Gray,
add that to the
Ashton
lineup.
Ward moving forward. So in the off-season, those young guys are going to improve with confidence, and also they're going to put some heat on the senior boys. So
What do you think their spine looks like if Cody's playing in the halves? What's the rest of the spine makeup next
year, well, I think Jai Gray will play a hybrid fullback.
Okay.
I'd be playing him at fullback, but then
Yep.
swapping him and Latrell over, similar to Stephen Crichton and Connor Tracy, they're
Yep.
doing now. I think that'd work really well. 5'8", obviously Cody, Jamie Humphries at halfback. I don't know what's coming through there. They've signed a guy from St George Illawarra, Jonah Glover, which I've seen bits and pieces. He looks
As a 7?
as a 7, a
Yep.
running 7,
Yep.
which would complement Cody. And then Mama Zealous, I'd say he'll start at dummy half. I don't know what's coming through there. Havili plays a bit. I think Havili's going to the Super League. So if there's one position that, if I was at South, would be chasing, would be a world-class dummy half, which off the top of my head, I can't think of really any coming.
Marnie.
Reed Marnie signed with the Cowboys. This is Murray, our executive producer.
Thanks, Muzz.
Dicky knee over here.
Going opposite of Tom.
Mate, get your
He's usually really
information.
dangerous.
Go on Google. Here he goes, Mr. Google.
Just double checking he's going to the Cowboys. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm just
There
trying to
he
think
is.
off the top of my head. I'll be chasing rugby union halfbacks.
Yeah.
You'd know the rugby union.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Some of the Kiwi.
I'm gonna keep pinching them, mate.
Some of the Kiwi halfbacks. Who would they be?
Honestly, they have so many players over there that could play.
Because a halfback in
ridiculous.
rugby is like a dummy half.
He's like a dummy half.
Yeah.
And all we want is a running half. Like we want them to have a bit of pace out of a dummy half, right? Because their service, I believe, is outstanding. Like
crisp.
it is crisp. Exactly right. Wouldn't take them long to pick up on it.
Back in the day, there would have been Carlos Spencer would have been the whole.
There's a few absolute
great.
records.
Perry Weepu, he would have been a good league hooker. He came and did an off season in Newcastle.
With you?
Yeah.
Cool.
My last year.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of rugby
Just trying to
converts,
think. Dummy halves. Anyway.
some that you want to poach.
We got to think outside the square. Look at Marky Mark.
Well, we got another
We're
couple
gonna
of
talk about
teams.
him,
Yeah, you want to talk about Marky Mark? Let's talk about him. Michael Hooper actually said on Inside Line, which is one of the rugby shows this week, that Rugby Union or Rugby Australia need to do everything they possibly can to get him back to Rugby Union.
What position would he play?
In
Union.
he was traditionally in the outside backs. I think he could be a brilliant fullback, but because so he was on the wing.
So where's Joey Suoli'i?
Well, he's a little bit the same. He can play wing or in the midfield. They
Wing get
like him
more
in the
ball,
midfield,
don't
a little bit more. But you could change it, and it also gives you depth. I think probably one thing they'd love to have is a little bit more depth.
This is something rugby union should look at and get a relationship with the NRL club, which, whether that happens or not, and give him an off season in rugby league terms. I remember I see Mark down the beach quite often, and his first off season, I'm like, "How are you going?" He's like, "I don't know if I can get through it."
It's tough.
But then his second off season, he said, far more comfortable, and look at him now. Far out, what a player. So maybe rugby union, send your guys over and do an off season with the leagues. You know what I thought left us centre one time? I just forgot his name. Tennis player. Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios.
To play league.
No, not to play league.
Oh.
Do an off season with the league.
I was going to say,
I'd imagine
how many people
get him
wanna
in a team
pump
environment.
him.
He
Team
doesn't have
environment's a different
he wouldn't be
story. I
getting
agree, that
ringworm
would
and
be
boils.
great.
But get him in
Solid
and do an
learning
off season.
curve.
Nick, go and do an off season with the Storm.
With the Storm or Canberra Raiders, sounds like they had a pretty tough one.
He's from down Canberra, isn't he?
I don't know.
He's from Canberra? Fishwick? No.
Stop.
Marky Mark. So,
Okay, so
did he play for the Wallabies in 15s?
Yes, yep, and sevens. He was brilliant. He was one of our best at the last Rugby World Cup. He was like X Factor, one of our best.
What position?
I think it was wing at the time.
He won't be leaving league. He's going to be dual international.
Well, why will he not leave league?
Oh, I think because he
Does he
gets more
become-
ball. I think he's loving it. Gets a lot more ball in league. A lot more space. Would that be right? So I'm not watching much
My
rugby.
personal opinion is that if he was to play that the Wallabies, the Lions tour, he would have got a lot more ball because they had
inside centre.
No. I mean, I personally would have him at fullback, but it wouldn't matter anywhere in the outside backs. The style of rugby that they were playing, under the coach that they were playing, an exciting brand of rugby for starters. But they had a pack that was going forward. When he was playing, he was a standout at a Rugby World Cup with not much forward momentum. The Lions tour, everything changed because they had that. They had a couple of big boys and everything changed.
Imagine this country. We're the only country in the world that sustains 4 winter codes.
It's crazy,
League,
isn't it?
Union, AFL and soccer. Could you imagine if we had only one sport, rugby union?
How good would it be?
You blokes like Brendan Favola on the wing.
It's crazy.
He could room with me when we're away. Buddy Franklin on a wing.
Sounds safe as houses.
Me and Ben Cousins rooming together. But you think about
of course,
how many
we've got-
athletes in this country, and we had one game. No one would get near us. Nathan at 10.
Do you think we all just need to get along a little bit better though? Some of it's unnecessary.
I don't think it's really the players. I'm good mates with some of the rugby boys. Matt Dunning. It's more fun before.
Yeah, Check on your show.
Check
yesterday.
Jeez, he was good.
He killed it, didn't he?
Oh, he's one player he's one coach I'd play for. He's got that presence about him.
So we're keeping Marky Mark.
So Marky Mark.
How do we keep him? Money, or is it the opportunity, the game itself? Because let me just say, there's a Rugby World Cup in 2027, a home World Cup. And then they're looking. So the conversation that Hoops brought up, Michael Hooper, was they need to make rugby more enticing for Aussie-based players like your Will Skeltons,
How?
so that they can go and play in La Rochelle.
How do they do that?
So they can go play overseas, and then they get back and they get to
So
play.
if you play in France, you can't play for the Wallabies.
There's a bit of a technicality, and they're the things that they have control over.
I thought it was
changing.
called the Giddo rule. or
Yeah,
something.
so they're trying to wipe the Giddo. It's all. So Will Skelton came back.
Yeah.
He played some of the Lions tour, the games that he played.
Yeah.
We went brilliant. It's just that sheer size, and now he's gone back. So for the rest of the year, we won't have Will Skelton, but we've got Rob Valentini.
It'd be nice
So-
moving forward where, as you said, we got on that
Just get on.
the players play league, and then if they don't make the semis and there's a union thing on, that Marky can go play a union in the off season.
Go over to Europe, enjoy Europe, play a little bit
No,
of
but I'm
footy.
saying playing for the Wallabies
Yeah.
and they share players.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
It's never going to
Well,
happen.
it's never going to happen.
It's never going to happen.
Anyway.
It's a nice idea.
So Marky Mark, so that hypothetically they want to get him back. Joseph
love to get him
Suolihi
back.
is on what, 1 point something?
Yeah, something crazy. They can't offer him the same money that Suoli is on.
Well, I'd imagine Mark
Tell you that much.
Nwanga Nisawase. Is
Very
that
close.
Thanks.
Very
mate.
close.
I'd imagine his manager will say, you want him to come back, you've got to pay him.
Match it.
So if you're paying 1.3 for an outside back, wouldn't you chase Nathan Cleary?
This is the whole conversation.
So if Nathan went to number 10 for the Wallabies, straight away, pick it up?
I think so. I think so. So we'll keep Marky Mark, and
We'll keep Nathan.
Nathan can go and
You
see
can go
Mary.
when he's 34, you can have Nathan.
I can just see that playing out ahead of time, can't you? Anyway,
I wonder if he'll ever go to the Super League.
I feel
I know
like his
Warrington
current
would love him.
partner is very.
But she's at
Depending on-
Manchester United, and then Manchester
It's a lot
City.
closer than Australia.
Yeah. Anyway, what about the games this
We
weekend?
just keep him. Yeah, pumped.
I think the finals this year would be the best semi-final series we've seen.
I agree.
Mm.
I can't wait. Let's talk about your power rankings because you did them last week. So this is what they were last week. I want to see if you've changed any. So last week you had, just go 1 through to 8. Storm, Raiders, Dogs, Warriors, Broncos, Panthers, Sharks, Roosters.
So was that my top 8? Or that was my power?
That was your power ranking.
Okay. So Storm still 1.
Yep.
I got the Raiders 2.
Yep. You're flicking the Dogs, aren't you?
Yep. Can I have 2 together like a Siamese?
No, you cannot sit on the fence.
Okay, I got Broncos 3,
Yep.
Penrith 4, Dog 5, Rooster 6, Sharks 7, and Warrior 8.
Okay.
Warriors have won what? 1 of the last 3?
Yeah, the Warriors unfortunately are on a bit of a downhill
Yeah.
slide.
They were really missing Luke Metcalf.
Which is such a shame because they were a great team to watch, and it's so good to see the Warriors go well.
Okay.
But you lose 2 of your key men.
We talked Nathan Cleary going
Yeah.
to Union. Nathan Cleary goes to the Warriors. Next year, do they win the comp?
Oh,
Well, Nathan spent a lot of time in New
he
Zealand.
did, and his brother's there. Is
Jeez,
his brother's there?
He looks a good player.
Yeah, I spoke to Ivan about that before
What did
one
he
of the
say?
games a couple of weeks ago. He just said, I said, is there any chance we get to see him this year? He said, no, probably not, but
I haven't seen
he's
much. I've
excited
seen
for when he
highlights.
does.
You know, I reckon he'd look good in red and blue. Jet.
That's a great shout.
Identify the best young halfback. Go and get him.
Yeah,
What's Jet? 19, 18, 19?
yeah,
He looks a big
does,
half
doesn't he?
too.
he looks solid.
Anyway.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So
Go hard.
still, I think Storm Raider grand final,
Storm Raider grand final.
and then after them, I think it's either the Broncos or Penrith, and then I think they're the only teams that can fight it out. I think that'll end up, that last week. What's that, prelim or major
Yeah,
semi
the
something?
last one, yeah.
I think those 4 teams will play each other.
Love it. Gus keeps saying don't be surprised if it's a team that you don't expect. Someone from
I can't
the
say
bottom
that.
of the ladder.
No,
You can't see it.
I can't say that. No.
All right. Top
Roosters
dog's on his own.
Roosters dangerous, but too inconsistent. Like
Yeah.
they pumped the Storm, but they got beat
I
by
know.
the Eels before that. Sharks once
They
again.
got beat by the Eels before that, but Sam Walker went out in what, 7th or 8th
yeah.
minute, and I don't know.
Panthers, yes. Broncos, Warriors, unfortunately not. Dogs worried about X Factor. Sharks need to win a big game back to back to back. So mine, at the moment, Storm, Raiders, Broncos, Penrith.
I'm the same. Storm Raiders, Broncos.
Be a great grand final.
Yeah, it will. Broncos, Penrith, or I still think the Roosters. I think they're the 3 teams that could be there if they kill
Interesting game.
The others I've
tomorrow
wiped
night.
off. Tomorrow night, South Roosters.
I think Roosters will win well.
It's going to be a great game.
Sell out?
I don't think it's a sellout, but it'll be heaving. But there's also still time. We've got 24 hours up our sleeve at least. It'll be a vocal crowd. Can't wait. All right, thanks so much for joining us here on Immortal Behaviour. We'll get to see you next week for round 1 of the finals. Can't wait.